Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, the other way. Let's watch.
Jenny.
Sana.
मैं कल जाने वाली हूँ घर अपने, ठीक है?
She said, I'm going tomorrow, my home.
It's been very nice. I've enjoyed having you.
Do any of us believe that to be true from Jenny? But, nice gesture. She's trying to bridge the gap. But do any of us believe that Jenny believes that it was a nice time that the parents came?
एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने मेरे को बहुत कुछ समझाया है.
Astrologer has told her so many things. The words spoken by him, she understood.
मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि और आपका नेचर अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है.
Hallelujah. So the mom is saying something nice. Now, we don't know. Maybe she frequently would do that off camera, but it certainly didn't seem that way. But this is starting well. She's saying you are a good-natured person. Okay, so what's going to happen? On one hand, you could see a total sea change, and she could say, I accept you, I love you. I still am not enthusiastic, but, the astrologer said it is what it is, and so I support your relationship with my son, Sumit. That's one option. That would be the most preferable, I think, for Jenny. I think there's another option here where she will say, I understand that you're in a relationship with him, but I reject it and I will not pay attention. I won't stand in your way, but I'm not going to support it. Now, I'm guessing Jenny at least Jenny would be like, okay, fine, as long as you're just not an aggravant and threatening to kill yourself so that Sumit will, refuse to marry me. So I think those are the two options given. Or she'll say, the astrologer said a lot of things, but I'm still absolutely opposed to this because d. So let's see what happens.
होगा जो भी होगा.
Everything will be decided by the God.
हम लोग सोचते हैं कि हमारा प्यार बना रहे आपस में.
We think our love should maintain.
This is.
This will go.
Yeah. So, Jenny has been waiting for this for a long time. And, it didn't occur to, I thought Jenny would be like, roll her eyes and say like, well, finally. But, of course, like so much hinges on this. And she's been, arguably abused emotionally for God knows how long by this family and this culture. I mean, just think about that you fall in love with someone and it's mutual consent, two adults, and for years you're just being constantly told there's something wrong with you, you're not good enough for our son. Not only do I think that, but the entire country, 1 billion people agree with me that you are a piece of crap and you're not worthy of marrying my son. There's something wrong with the two of you, there's something wrong with your love. I mean, just imagine that for 8+ years. So it makes sense that she would cry out of, just all that pain coming to the surface right now.
जेनी हम लोग ना प्यार करेंगे, आपको बहुत प्यार करेंगे.
We love you so much.
हम लोग एक
I mean, I'm tearing up. This is a big deal. This is, I guess I've been hoping for this too for a long time. I mean, have y'all been hoping for this? Like, maybe it'll be short-lived, but hopefully it'll sustain. This is what should have happened from the beginning. A little bit of adjustment, a little bit of, I don't know what's going on here. Are you sure you want to be with her? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, well, she's a good person, and we love her. This is huge. Of the things on this show, Armando coming out to his parents, Stephanie and Erica coming out to their parents. There's not a lot of moments where it gives me hope for the human race. Is that bad to say? I mean, the show's oriented that way. They don't choose. Kenny and Armando are this complete anomaly of a couple where you're just like, wow. I mean, I wish I was as good as Kenny and Armando as a human being. I mean, they went to that orphanage, and you're just like, I mean, they're saints. Those two, and so it's not frequent. So to see a moment like this, I just want to like package it. I want to put it under a gem microscope and twirl it around and look at it and hold it and, put it on my shelf behind me, and just to like, yes, human beings can be good to each other.
Wow. It really hurt my self-esteem hearing all the horrible things that Sumit's mom was saying about me all of these years. And now here we are. And she's telling me she loves me. And I was just like, oh my God.
Now, what I will say is what she's doing right now is what she should have been doing from the beginning, or at least close to the beginning, say within 6 months of the beginning instead of 8-9 years. So it doesn't erase the behavior in my mind. Now, some can make an argument that it's completely cultural and it's a very, very different set of morals and values. And I will be convinced of that. So, I don't know what to make of that. There are things about my culture that I will scrutinize all the time. My country can be extremely sexist, racist, ableist, classist, materialist, imperialist, colonialist. My country has all, just, it's right. Our culture is rife with problems that I will criticize. And I wonder if there are people in Indian culture that are looking at the rigidity of, the thing that I like to point out, because a lot of people, well, you're a therapist, you accept everything, you have a compassion, you have no boundaries. No, I do have boundaries. There's a difference between right and wrong. And it is wrong to say, kill someone because you just don't like them. It's wrong to steal. It's wrong to lie. It is wrong to deceive. It's wrong to push someone down the stairs just because you're upset at them. It's wrong to make someone feel unsafe. It's wrong to abuse someone. It is wrong. It's morally wrong. It's not morally wrong for Jenny and Sumit to marry each other. There is nothing harmful about it. So if your culture tells you that Jenny and Sumit being married is akin to murder, then I would say there's something wrong with the culture. But as an American, I am prone to saying that about other cultures. So, I don't know, you tell me. A lot of people have been commenting and helping me out, honestly, by giving me like multiple angles about the Indian culture aspects and how it's changing, and but I guess I'm just asking for more insider information. Is it? What do you think about it? Let's watch.
It's not dream.
Happening.
Everything is changed now. Don't worry.
Thank you.
We are with you.
You guys have
Don't
made me
cry.
so
Don't
happy
cry.
today.
We are.
I'm just so happy. I can't. I'm in
Smile.
shock. Thank you so much for finally just accepting us and understanding that we love each other. We just do.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly do love each other. They have. I mean, has any other couple been, have so many years behind them and have been through so much on this show? I mean, so many other couples on the show would have jumped ship. One of them, right, at some point. Although, I don't know, it's an interesting thing to think about, like, of the couples on this show, like, the ones that have been through a lot and are still together. Comment below about that, too. What couple, Paul and Karini, I think they're still together. They have been through a lot. Not culturally, I would say. It's mainly conflict between the two of them. But anyway, I don't want to rank necessarily, but I will say that of the couples on this show, because sometimes you wonder, it's like, do they really love each other? Does Michael really love Angela? Did Usman really love, Lisa? Did Muhammad really love Danielle? does Angela really love Michael, for that matter? You know, I don't know. I think, I want to hope that they do. But Jenny and Sumit, I don't think anyone can doubt that they love each other. That they are just trying to live and exist and be together.
मेरा तुम्हारा आशीर्वाद है मेरे साथ कि हम सुमित से शादी कर लें.
देखते हैं.
Okay, so that's a little disappointing that it's a, you know, I don't know what you call it, a not a complete acceptance. So it's, we'll see. So I guess we'll all see. So actually, my joy has been dashed on the rocks right now. So what would this mean if it is no still? We won't bless. We won't give you our blessings for your wedding, but we also won't stand in your way. We also won't continue to threaten suicide to prevent Sumit from marrying you. But we're just not going to give you our blessings, or maybe we will in the future, or something, you know, maybe it's that. Or is it, we're going to still actively fight the two of you being married, because that's absurd that the two, you know, I guess we'll find out what this means.
देखते हैं क्या होता है. क्लोजर जी ने मेरे को बोला है, अगर तुम ज़्यादा पीछे पड़ोगे तो ये इसे छोड़ेगा नहीं बिल्कुल भी. तो मैंने सोच लिया कि मैं छोड़ दिया मैंने उसको.
लेकिन होप तो सब.
Wait. What did she say? If you push him too hard, then he'll never leave Jenny. So that's why I'm backing off. Oh no. Oh, Summit's mom. Taking me on a roller coaster ride. Let's rewind that because I want to make sure I get that right.
देखते हैं क्या होता है. क्लोजर जी ने मेरे को बोला है, अगर तुम ज़्यादा पीछे पड़ोगे तो ये इसे छोड़ेगा नहीं बिल्कुल भी. तो मैंने सोच लिया कि मैं.
Right. If you push him too much, then he'll never leave her. So I am letting him be. That's different than I am accepting Jenny. Now, of course, this interview is happening a ways after that moment. So I wonder if in the moment she was more, I don't know, kind or accepting of Jenny, because she certainly seemed genuinely accepting Jenny and wanting to please her. But by this point, it seems like maybe something has changed.
लेकिन होप तो सबको यही है. मुझे, मेरे परिवार को, मेरे ख़ानदान को, सब लोग ये सोचते हैं कि ये रिश्ता ना हो. सबके दिमाग में यही है.
Now, I'm guessing all y'all out there have already watched the episode. That's my impression. And you're listening to me make a reaction. And you're like, no, Kirk, you don't. Eventually, they get right back to their rigidity. So I guess I just figured, well, of course they've come around because that's what you do, right? But they have not, it seems. At least by the time they got to this interview, they're right back where they started, it seems to me.
देखो, मैं मैरिज के लिए ब्लेसिंग नहीं कर सकती.
We are not going to stop you and not going to support you.
I understand. I do, but don't worry, everything will be fine.
Okay, so that was that approach that I thought they were headed towards. I guess I was hoping, given that she says, I'm not going to give my blessings, that we're not going to support you, but we're not going to stop you. What does that mean? Does that mean that they'll finally get married and she can get her visa and live in the country and all that stuff? I guess we'll find out.
झगड़े खींचातानी से कुछ नहीं होगा. तो मैंने अपने को बदल दिया है. किस्मत के ऊपर छोड़ दिया मैंने ढील छोड़ दी है सुमित को. तो शायद ये शादी से पीछे हट जाए.
Right, there it is. I have to let him go. I have to stop pressuring him because hopefully he won't marry Jenny. So it's just another tactic, strategy. And she isn't really... Now, maybe it'll, in a practical way, just end up being a good thing for Jenny and Sumit that, you know, she'll stop threatening to kill herself. She'll stop standing in their way. and they'll get married, and then she'll just do what a lot of, I don't know, hateful parents will do, is just, disapprove from afar instead of actively fighting all the time to try to prevent something from happening. So maybe that'll be an improvement from where they're at. All right, well, if you didn't know already, we got merch in Cameo. So if you want to get merch for the holiday season, a shirt, a mug, a hoodie, there's various different things on the website at Teespring. There's a link below, or you can go to teespring.com and go to Psychology in Seattle. The Podwife is continually inventing new merch ideas based on a lot of your suggestions, so you can go there and see all that we have to offer. Also, I'm on Cameo, so if you want to send a happy holiday message or a birthday message or something, it's a fun way to interact with y'all. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself, because you deserve it. You really, really do.